Today in this video, we're going to be doing a Pixel Gun tier list. We're going to be rating every single gadget in Pixel Gun 3D from GOATed all the way to a massive L. I've never done anything like this. It has been recommended, and yeah, a tier list in 2024. Now, before anybody gets offended in the comment section by my decisions, number one, I don't care. Number two, this is pure and simply based on opinion. I would expect you guys to have a completely different opinion to me, but I am curious on what you would change compared to what I put. With that being said, if you do enjoy this kind of video and you want me to do some more tier lists, create a tier list and leave a link down below. I'll check them out. We can always do a couple more videos. I nearly forgot this, but we got to give some commiseration to the resurrection. If you know, you know. If you don't know, go and do some research. This was GOATed. It is a removed gadget from Pixel Gun 3D. Now, I'm starting with the X-Ray Glasses, X-Ray goggles. For me, they have to be a GOATed tier. I could have put these in the situational section, but I think these, regardless of what map you are playing, are so important. Not to mention, along with all of these gadgets, if you're using something like the Engineer Cape or Boots, you can prolong this. And if you have something that can shoot through walls, these are absolutely chef's kiss. For me, they're GOATed. Next, we have the armor generator. I'm going to put this as massive L. And the only reason why is because Pixel Gun 3D has health and armor that generates around their maps. Why would you waste this for one of your gadget slots? Again, I think most of these could go in situational, but I'm not going to put that there. We have the Astral Wand. Now, this makes you go a little bit faster. I'm going to say this is good. I actually think it's a little bit underrated. The only reason why I'm putting it as good is because there's better gadgets out there. Battle Mech, it's going to mid. If you had asked me a couple of years ago, I probably would have put this in the really good section. The developers nerfed it. However, I will say, if you are a new player to Pixel Gun 3D, it's actually not a bad gadget to have. This is the Bio Shield. It's going in situational for me. If you know how to use this, it's a really good gadget. However, it's probably a gadget I wouldn't use on every single map. I kid you not, this one is called the Black Mark. You receive 100 points for killing black marked targets. This is the racist gadget. Anyway, you get additional points. It's a massive L. Needs to be reworked. Blizzard Generator slows down enemies for a limited time. I think this is getting a massive L. Needs to be reworked. Pandora's Box. I was between these three here. I don't think it's really good, but I do think it's good. You can kill multiple targets, and I would typically use this in like deathmatch, although it is a 50-50 chance whether it's going to be good or if it's going to be a negative effect. For me, it goes there. Christmas Tree Turrets, another gadget that's a massive L. The Clockwork Nutcracker is going into mid. It's not bad. Now, a while ago, Pixel Gun were doing some balance changes to the gadgets. They completely forgot about it, by the way, and this was actually a really good thing to have. It's not quite on the level of, say, the bees, but it's not too bad. Fidget Spinner, could put this in massive L, gonna put it inside of mid, and that is because it does have the attributes of bleeding, and you can actually get kills with this. Cyber Bees, one of, if not the most used gadget in Pixel Gun 3D. They are definitely GOATed. Like, the homing missile on these is absolutely brutal. You could go round in circles, round walls, and they would still find you. The Demon Stone could go between these two. I don't think it's on the same level as these gadgets, so it's going in mid. Again, this and this used to be really, really good back in the day. And while we're staying on this subject, the Samurai and the Rocket Mech, I think Rocket Mech probably deserves to be in good. And this, no, I think this, and this are probably on the same level. And this is just a little bit better than those. Hot take, but I'm going to put this as situational. I actually think this is a good gadget. If you play duels and you can perfect using this and disabling any gadget from the players in your lobby, this is a good one to have. Dragon's Whistle. When I started playing Pixel Gun 3D, it was absolutely insane. They nerfed it. It's going in mid. Energy Shield, situational for me. I've seen more and more people starting to use this, and I think it's actually half decent. Fake Bonus. I think this is a good one. I think a lot of people might put this as mid or massive L, but I actually think it's a half decent gadget. And if you put this on small maps, it works absolutely perfect. Firecracker, Mushroom, and the Firework, and even the basic one, they all need to be reworked. It's not that they're horrible, because this one was actually pretty good. Again, they just needed to buff them a little bit. For me, they deserve to be in the massive L section. We're going to go to Denied. This is going to go in really good, because I don't think it's quite goated where it's great in every single situation. I think this is actually better in situational, because you can use this, well, duels. You can use this in Team Strike Deathmatch. If you can perfect the right time to use this, then absolutely perfect. I'm going to also put this as really good. Don't think it's quite on this level, but it's very popular. The Magnet, I'm going to say situational. If you know how to use this, you can get yourself a lot of kills. I'm going to go with this and put it inside of mid. We have the Hologram, massive L, only because we have weapons out there now that have the same ability. You would be wasting your time using this. Also, if you had asked me about this a couple of years ago, this would have been in the goated tier. Who remembers when me and Big B both used to use this every single time? Jetpack. This is a tough one, because I think people might put this in goated, really good, or good. If I'm basing this off modern day Pixel Gun 3D, it's going in good, because since they introduced the PC version, this is no longer as beneficial as it used to be when it was just the mobile economy. I would have put this in really good and goated if it was just the mobile community, because this used to provide so many points. I'm gonna go with good. I don't think... No, I'm going with really good. It's gotta go in the middle ground here. But yeah, I think some people might have a different opinion about that. Leader's Drum. I'm going to put this inside of mid, which will be an unpopular opinion. I'm doing that because if you play as a team, this is going to amplify damage for you and your teammates. Phoenix Blood, it's going inside of here. It's practically the exact same as this. It was meant to be stronger. If you ever played Pixel Gun 3 a while ago, when Pixel Gun used to do unique elite tier challenges, we had to use these for challenges, and you all know how difficult it was. Who remembers trying to get kills with this, the fireworks cracker on the bridge on the old Sky Island map? Again, if you know, you know. This is a waste of time. These 100% goated. So good. As for the nuke, also goated. I would probably arguably say the nuke is the best gadget in Pixel Gun 3D. Hear me out. And the reason why is because once you throw this, even if you die, it's still going to do an incredible amount of damage. It consistently does damage. Small maps, it's absolutely insane. The pet booster, I think, is a waste. The harpoon, I'm going to put this as mid, because if you know how to use it, then good. But there's so many pulling towards target weapons out there, I don't think it's needed. This one is the barrier. I'm going to put this as good. I'm also going to put the... this has got to go mid, I think. The singlet grenade. This is the Smile Mines. If you were asking me about Battle Royale, it would go in goated. I think, once again... I think mid. Got to be mid. Invisibility bracelet. I'm going to put this as good. I would have put this a little bit higher a long time ago. But again, we have capes and weapons that make you invisible, which kind of makes this obsolete. Sticky. Oh, man. Sticky is a massive L. For me, it would go in goated, but I'm going to be true to myself here. It's not good anymore, guys, sadly. The time gadget, 100% situational. This is, I think, really good as a low-level player. I don't think it's as good as the turret, so I will put it inside of here. This is, again, a massive L. This is the cluster grenade. I'm going to put this as mid. It needed to have a buff. They never, ever gave it. This is the ability, the teleport grenade. So that's going in situational. I've used this in duels and duked so many players. Turtle shell. Is it goated? Is it goated? I don't think it is. I don't think it deserves to be on that tier. Guardian. I don't think it deserves to be on that tier at all. I think a lot of you guys are going to comment and say, I'm not sure about that, Echo, but that's the whole point of making a tier list. Only 5 gadgets deserve the GOATed, in my opinion. 4 of them active in Pixel Gun 3D. I think we did a pretty good job. I think you guys might change a few of them, though, but I'm curious. If you make any more tier lists, leave them down below in the comments. Other people won't see the link. I will just see it because it'll be a hidden comment. Anyway, have a wonderful day, and I look forward to your comments.